Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today we're reacting to the behind-the-scenes recording session of Fatal Trouble by ENHYPEN.
Very exciting,
yes.
Especially because here in this room, we have someone who basically records stuff all the time. Now, I'm a certified audio nerd. Like,
Definitely.
I'm always looking at different VST plugins. I'm always learning new stuff about compression. I'm always recording songs. Like, I'm always doing something related to audio engineering, be it mastering music, mixing music, recording music. Yes, literally all the time.
Yeah,
true.
all the time.
So this is literally the perfect setting for me to analyze and also give all of the K-pop fans out there some education in what actually goes on when your favorite idols are recording their songs. So let's head on into it.
Let's do it.
Also, everyone, before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. Lastly, we already got a lot of ENHYPEN content over on Patreon, and I do mean a lot. Like, we're currently doing the variety show over there. Mega fun to check out. We just did episode 1, and there's obviously more of them coming super duper soon. We've also done albums for ENHYPEN, several of them already. That was mega cool.
Live performances, dance practices, man. A lot of things we have there. Yeah, we have a lot of things there on Patreon.
Amen. We really do. So if you want to check that out, well, make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel. Nonetheless, everyone, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fatal Trouble behind the scenes recording session. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So I want to start here with literally the first second of the video.
Yeah.
This program that they're using here is called Pro Tools. Pro Tools is legitimately like the industry standard for recording.
Yeah, you have told me that.
I'm not really sure why, but there's some historical reason for it. Like, Pro Tools is not a better digital audio workstation than necessarily Studio One or Ableton or what have you, like the other ones. They've just like managed to really entrench themselves in like recording studios around the world. So if you want to be a recording engineer, you basically gotta use this software. And so most likely most like studio albums you've ever heard from like pop artists and whatnot, they have most likely been recorded within Pro Tools.
That's crazy.
You can also see here, for example, there's a specific vocal for J here.
Yeah.
Can you see that? And then JM, I don't know what that stands for. All of these like different little letters here, that's just what the recording engineer has named this. And he probably knows that much better. I'm guessing maybe H. Exactly. HS is Haesung.
Yeah.
And this is their...
Suno.
Right.
Maybe,
that makes perfect sense.
That's crazy. That's true. Look at the names.
Maybe it's because their cadence of their voices might be slightly different from one to another. So where the EQ really needs to be, like the audio equalization when you're boosting and removing different kilohertz, might be different from one singer to another. Of course, it still needs to sound cohesive. But yeah, sometimes, you know, one person just sounds a little bit different on the mic than another.
Sure. Look like they're gonna launch a bomb.
You see all this stuff here?
Yeah.
Those are actual hardware compressors you're seeing here. Where you're
gonna launch something.
Essentially, for guys like me and most other like producers nowadays, we do everything on the computer. Like, we don't have these mega expensive devices. We have software that can replicate the sound. And it can like 90% give the same sound. But I'm pretty sure most recording engineers and mixing engineers and whatnot will tell you that if you want like the true like weight of the plugins, you gotta use the hardware versions. But they are insanely expensive. So likely a lot of music that you've heard actually has been made with the software versions, because not everybody has access to this all the time. But yeah, like studio albums from, you know, big artists most likely has a bunch of hardware compression, hardware saturation, hardware what have you on there.
네, 안녕하세요.
Now he's in the booth.
Fatal Trouble. 그 trouble 한번 다시 해봐도 될까요? Fatal Trouble 이거구나. 아, 오케이. 연습 좀 해볼게요. 박자가 달라서. Trouble, yes, getting blurry. 더운데 혹시 에어컨 좀 켜도 될까요?
Oh yeah, you don't want to be uncomfortable while singing.
Yeah.
밴딩 없이 그냥 피치를 그냥 네.
An interesting thing you can hear here is that actually even the audio within the studio has Autotune on it.
True.
You can't hear it that much, but if you work with Autotune like me, which I do like all the time, you can hear that even this has a little bit of pitching on it.
Yeah.
Usually that's because an artist doesn't want to feel like embarrassed. Everything nowadays has to be so perfect.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't hit every single note perfectly, people are going to go like, oh, this person doesn't know how to sing, or that person doesn't know how to sing. Insteadly, like the pop industry has really damaged the average listener's ears, especially the youngest people who are coming into pop and music in general around like 2010 and later. They got no idea.
No.
They don't, and most people don't even know about this, which is why I also want to make a video talking about Autotune use in K-pop. Because there's always people in the comments going, huh, that man knows how to sing. He doesn't use Autotune.
Yeah.
No, dude, Autotune doesn't.
Voices.
Autotune doesn't have to sound like T-Pain. Autotune can be basically invisible to like the average listener's ear.
Yes.
It really can. But yeah. It's interesting how they use Autotune in the studio in that way.
Yeah,
but again, it's
crazy.
very normal.
It's very normal, yeah. He has a good voice though.
Oh,
I know
for sure.
Trouble. He's like the best singer, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's a very good singer, no doubt.
Yeah.
Fatal trouble, got a memory, 또 다른 story, 날 흔드는 말. Fatal trouble.
Perfect. For me. Sounds good.
네, 오늘은 Fatal Trouble 녹음 현장입니다. 키 체크 때도 사실 삑사리가 진짜 많이 나는데요.
It's important to warm up your voice and also keep it in shape like any other muscle in your body. Usually when I, for example, want to record some vocals for a song that I'm making, I try to like warm up throughout the whole day, and even the day before, I start just joking around, singing all the time, because that way, it is also a way to take care of your voice as well. For
you
sure.
need to warm it up.
최근에 많이 안 하다가 녹음을 하게 되니까 좀 시행착오가 많네요. 그치만 노래는 너무 좋았고요.
Haesung here looks so 2017, 16 hipster.
Yeah, hipster.
With the cap.
편한.
And the glasses.
Oh yeah, beanie plus glasses, true.
키가 좀 많이 높다 보니까 춤을 같이 추면서.
Oh, it's 2014.
Yeah, it's hard to sing it while dancing.
잘된 것 같습니다.
I hope the dance doesn't go that hard.
안녕하세요.
I like how Haesung was saying it was warm in there, and then Nikki shows up looking like he's on like some Arctic expedition. What the heck?
I know.
난 속에 몰라 어지러워 baby. 죄송합니다. 난 속에 몰라 어지러워 baby.
Fighting.
baby. 어지러워 baby. 난 널 아는 걸까? 나 어지러워 baby. 난 널 아는 걸까?
Another interesting thing regarding K-pop recordings in general, as far as I've seen, they almost always already have a demo available.
Oh yeah, they know what they're singing.
They know exactly which parts who are doing before they ever step in the studio.
Exactly.
A lot of the time within the American music industry, recording engineers together with the artist themselves kind of figure that out actually a lot of the time within the studio, where you just have an instrumental,
but I think
you got some ideas, but that's it.
I think they just don't record when they're doing the demo. They should though.
A lot of the time, it's not actually the group itself that even has done the demo. It is they are other people from the company.
Most of the time, or just like half of the time, it's true. It's not. They even buy the demos from like other artists.
There's nothing to be ashamed of that.
No.
And I mean, Michael Jackson did that too with a lot of his songs.
A bunch of people in America,
sure.
they do that. Yeah.
네. 네. 어지러워 baby 난 널 아는 걸까? 두려워. 네. 불안이 두려워. 네, 수고하셨습니다.
Done.
처음 불러보는 거기도 하고 그래서 잘 많이 못 잡은 부분이
He's not happy with his performance.
또 해서 다시
Damn.
It's good that he cares though.
Yeah, I like that he cares.
He's not just like, because sometimes it feels like some artists within a lot of different industries, they just don't care. Like
They
they just
don't
go
care.
in there and there's like no effort, no
Yeah.
thought in it, and they just throw it out like that.
Yeah.
And it's good to see that they.
Oh, K-pop, they
don't
really
have-
care. They truly care. That's one thing
They
I really
do.
like.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort in production and like quality.
Definitely. That's why it's so
Before
fun.
they're releasing.
As a music producer and
Yeah.
as like an audio nerd to really listen to K-pop because
True.
there's just so much thought put
Yeah,
into it.
so
there are so
much.
many other audio nerds that are literally employed
Exactly.
to just make it sound perfect.
Hype should hire you.
잘하고 싶어가지고
You know.
Take us to Korea.
You know where to contact.
아는
Instagram.
OS에서도 엔지분들이 제 저음 파트를 되게 좋아해 주셔가지고 거기를 더 잘하고 싶은데 오늘 첫 녹음이라 좀 사실 아쉬운 부분이 좀 많았던 것 같아요.
No.
He's got so many regrets.
Oh no.
Come on, man. It's
It
not
doesn't
the
feel
end of
good
the
at
world.
all.
Just go back in there and record it then.
They doesn't have time. I think another day has to
I
go
guess.
back. Just rehearse more. Practice your voice.
뭔가 변한 걸까 제발 대답해봐 내가 틀린 걸까 내가 틀린 걸까 내가
네.
내가 틀린 걸까 쑥나 뒤로 했자 내 심장이 뛰는 대로 걸어가 난 뭔가 변한 걸까 제발 대답해봐 내가 틀린 걸까 내가 틀린 걸까 내가 틀린 걸까
That's actually something fun that a lot of people aren't aware of. A lot of the time, artists are literally recording like one line at a time.
True.
You know, I do that too.
And then
Not that much. We're not talking this level.
Sometimes.
But, like,
no,
let's
not
say-
you. You know. No.
I do that. Not on that level.
Not on that level.
No, but when I'm like making a song, a lot of the time, like I'm just making up on the spot, right? So I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
beat, and I'm just singing one line, and I'm like, okay, what comes then? And then I
comes
just
then?
sing that, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
it just
yeah.
goes line for line for line. And it seems like they're doing it too in here, even though they do know the song already.
Yeah.
Just like I guess that's
To make it better. I don't know. Perfect.
they got more strength in their performance too. You're gonna run out of breath over time.
True.
Like even if you are really good at like controlling your breath and whatnot,
You do go-
you still
Run
got
out of breath.
more strength in your vocal if you get a little bit more breaks.
Oh yeah.
네, 수고하셨습니다. 네.
So he liked it.
제 파트 같은 경우에는 분위기
This camera looks so crazy, just pointed like this to him with the light and everything.
몰입시키는 그런 분위기가 나와야 될 것 같다는 그런 느낌이.
Make it sexier.
네, 오늘은 사실
Sexier.
첫 번째 녹음이라 좀 더 연습을 더 해야 될 것 같아요. 전체적으로 다크문이랑도 잘 어울리고
It did. It
It
suited the
did.
EP well.
잘 어울리고
This song is so perfect for their Dark Moon.
그리고 힘든 일이 있을 때 들으면은 그날은 이제 한 번에 슬퍼할 거 다 슬퍼하고 다음 날부터 좀 활기찬 새로운 마음으로
I agree.
시작할 수 있지 않나 라는 생각이 드네요. 7층
Oh my God.
아니요
The one and only
Son O.
Sun O is back in the game.
Oh look, he has glasses.
아직 감기가 안 나왔습니다.
Damn.
그래서 네.
안녕하세요.
네.
목은 좀 많이 괜찮으시겠어요? 그때보다는 괜찮아요.
Fatal trouble
오,
Oh.
깜짝 놀랐네.
I think they messed up the input. That's what happened. Like something was turned up and it sounded horrible for everybody involved in it. I think behind it, so everybody was like, "Oof." The input was like mega loud.
He sounded good though.
Sure.
Fatal trouble
The poor,
Technical issues.
the poor guy.
지금 좋아요.
무너져 내려 무너져 내려
오늘 이게 최선인 것 같아서 조금 더 나았고 좀 더 아쉬운 부분들 잘 하시는
네네 알겠습니다.
고생하셨습니다.
사비가 좀 엄청 많이 어려운 것 같아요. 가창력 100%의 느낌이어가지고 좀 우리 곡 중에서는 많이 없었던 느낌이지 않나. 뭔가 뭐.
내가 사랑하는 넌 누군지.
He has such pale skin. Never noticed that. Isn't he?
Might be
That's-
makeup too.
No,
They
but
like
look at
putting
his
on a bit of
neck.
makeup.
Of course it's makeup, but like look at his neck.
넌 누군지. 네, 좋은 것 같아요. 좋아요. 고생하셨습니다.
That was fast. Bye.
전 뭔가 이런 느낌 그 처음 하는 것 같아요. 뭔가 좀 어려워.
Oh.
저 녹음하면서도 어렵다. 계속 혼자 어렵다. 네 다시 할게요. 점점 다시 할게요. 계속 이랬어. 그러니까 스크림은 너무 고음이고 이것도 너무 저음이니까 이게 지금 밸런스.
I really hope we get to see a little bit more of what the actual recording engineer is doing within Pro Tools.
Oh, yeah.
Because during our Taeyeon behind the scenes reaction, we got to see a lot of what was actually happening there, which will tell me a lot about the actual process
Yeah, I hope
from a
so.
technical perspective.
But we'll see.
That'll be really interesting.
Because
But
there's
let's
two
see.
different companies, so we'll see how
Sure,
they do
sure.
it here in this.
Two different groups, two
ENHYPEN.
different. Yeah, it's different. But let's see.
근데 프로듀서님이 좋다고 하셔가지고 근데 또 잘 한 것 같다. 그런 것 같습니다. 저 갑자기 뜬금없긴 한데 전 시온이 목소리가 궁금하긴 해요. 만약에
Shion.
가 된다면 과연 목소리는 어떨지. 완전 깨랑깨랑하겠지? 아마 아닐 수도 있고 좀 반전 목소리일 수도 있잖아. 아무튼 시온으로서 오늘 녹음한 노래 잘 들어줬으면 좋겠어. 원래 시온이 그 자체예요. 어쩔 수 없거든.
What? What's Shion? I'm confused.
I don't know who the Xian person
Maybe
is.
it's like a nickname for Sun-oh?
It might be his little alter ego, but I don't think so. I feel like
He
it
said
maybe
Shion is me.
maybe he's the no. I think that was a joke. I'm literally
I'm
not sure about who
confused.
Xion here is, but it might have been the guy who originally sung the demo. That's what I'm thinking it could be.
That could be.
들어주고 많은 사랑과 관심과 응원 부탁할게.
Shion, you see?
Oh yeah,
What the heck?
this is alter
Wow.
ego.
What is going on with that Shion?
Fatal trouble, fatal trouble. 오케이, 잘 나온 거. Fatal trouble, fatal trouble, 네. Fatal trouble, fatal trouble.
But yeah, even on this here, they add a bit of Autotune. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can hear that there's pitch correction
Yeah, I
even
can hear it.
within the studio, but I think that's added in post for this video.
Ah.
I think it's because within this industry, everything needs to be perfect
Yeah.
all the time. And if something doesn't sound perfect for 1 second, there'll be some haters writing some horrific stuff in the
that's
comments.
true. Actually, after like you telling me a bunch of autotune with like for years, I have trained my ear
And
to
you can hear it too, right?
Easily. You
Yes.
can hear easily when something has no autotune versus autotune
For
or
sure.
pitch correction.
And this case here too. And ENHYPEN obviously are good singers. They know
Yeah.
how to sing. There's nothing there. But everything needs to be so
Yeah.
perfect within this whole industry.
Especially Hive.
Yes,
We gotta
Hive is known
learn the
for
Hive.
being pretty heavy on processing vocals in general. Some
Yeah.
people like the sound, some people don't like the sound, but they really do love processing their vocals
Yeah.
quite heavily.
Exactly. Makes sense. Yeah.
여기 오케이.
And it's true with the comments, the bullies, all of that.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
With
It's
people
really
that
sad.
will comment to them like
Yeah.
it's because they don't know how people hear sound in real life.
No,
They do not.
no, there's like a huge, I mean, it's a huge thing even on TikTok now.
TikTok,
They're-
no singing like they record themselves.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
singing in the bathroom. It has autotune.
Or Melodyne. I think
It
a lot
has-
of the time they add Melodyne to it. It's ridiculous.
How
like
is that
nobody
real life?
can sing.
Nobody's allowed to show the real voice.
No, nobody's allowed to sing anymore. And if you start singing, then you're going to feel self-conscious. Because you
Exactly.
think, oh, why doesn't it sound pitch perfect? Well, it's because none of these other people are singing pitch perfect either. They put Autotune on it. Do you know what Autotune originally was made for?
No.
It was made, I think it was to find oil in the ground. via like some seriously.
What?
That was the original thing. It was some like
What?
seismic
Like-
detector that then like I think it outlined it
like that?
easily, something
That's crazy.
along these lines, and then they realized, wait, we can use this for other kinds of things like notes and
That's
music and stuff,
crazy.
and that's how Autotune started. Yeah, so essentially that's what everyone is putting on their vocals now. They're putting on something that it was a tool for finding oil, I'm pretty sure.
That's
And that
hilarious.
has now made people kind of confused about how the vocals
The
are of
real
an actual person.
vocalist sounds, yeah.
I actually kind of want to give you an example, right, of Autotune versus non-Autotune. I'm going to sing the same thing right now with Autotune and not Autotune.
Let's do
I'm
it.
going to put Autotune on it, and you won't actually hear the difference. Sometimes in life you feel the fight is over, and it seems as though the writing's on the wall. Yeah, superstar, you finally made it. Once your picture becomes tainted, it's what they call the rise and fall. Sometimes in life you feel the fight is over, and it seems as though the writing's on the wall. Yeah, superstar, you finally made it. Once your picture becomes tainted, it's what they call the rise and fall. And in a lot of these cases, because it's their first time practicing the song, obviously their voice is going to be a bit more rusty. There might be some
course.
parts where they don't hit it like on the note as well, and who cares? Like, my point is
Yeah.
just show how human people are.
Yeah.
Show them how they are, and their fans will still like it. It just needs to be more normalized in general.
Exactly.
And of course, it's not their fault. And I mean, they're just part of the industry and whatnot. But it's
The
just
industry is just
it's
like
more
that.
of a kind of worldwide thing
Yeah.
that I'm just kind of saddened by, actually, a little
Yeah.
bit.
좋은 것 같아요. 네. 고생하셨습니다.
Woo. Jake,
페이드 트러블. 네, 바크몬이 정말
it is a good song.
좋네요. 화이팅, 렛츠 고.
Great interview.
오, 어렵다 노래.
네.
잘했습니다.
고생하셨습니다.
This song is so hard.
Can believe 나쁜 넌 모든 게 그대로인데 난 모르는 미소를 짓고 있어.
일단 나이 많은 느낌.
네.
네. 조금 좀 더 톤만 그렇게 잘 나오면 좋을 것 같고요.
아, 네.
Can believe 나쁜 넌 모든 게 죄송합니다. 나쁜 넌
감사합니다.
That was funny.
네.
난 모르는 미소를 짓고 있어. 속에 몰라 어지러워 baby 난 널 아는 걸까. 난 너만 집중하는 감각 분명 너는 하나.
좋은데요?
진짜?
약간
Yeah, it actually sounded good.
Yeah.
난 너만 집중하는 감각 분명 너는.
들어볼게요.
I don't know what to do.
난 너만 집중하는 감각 분명 너는 하나.
오케이, 전 좋은 것 같습니다.
와,
Ooh.
수고하셨습니다. 녹음을 마치고 왔습니다. 페이탈 트러블. 그래도 첫날보다 훨씬 나아진 것 같아요. 비교해서 들어보니까 노래가 좀 어려워요. 그래가지고 엄청 낮은 음이랑 엄청 높은 음 두 개가 다 있어가지고
True.
It
노래
does.
자체가 되게 멋있어가지고 춤도 기대가 되네요. 어떻게 나올지.
Yeah, it'll be cool to check out the choreography. We still haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
We will on
We gotta check that
Patreon.
out over on Patreon.
이 노래를 딱 불렀을 때 어떤 감정으로 불렀을지.
Jaka.
모든 상황은 똑같은데
Oh.
내가 이건가요?
Is there names in the freaking manga? We're so stupid. Let's finish this first. But we're silly.
똑같지만 내가
Dumb.
We're just not as educated
Yeah, we're not educated yet.
enough.
같은데 내 양이 는 것 같은. 그래서 포만감에 안 차는 듯한 그런 내용의 곡입니다.
Okay.
fighting.
Belift.
Very interesting.
Damn, that's cool. We're so dumb. Okay, at least I caught it though. At least I was like, who are these names? And it's because it's for the manga. It makes total sense.
Sure, it's like literally in their character. They're in character.
In character.
They're
That's
trying to
cool.
imagine how their character would
I
sing.
like that. That's cool.
So, very cool. Interesting.
I liked it.
Now, while it didn't have as much of the technical stuff that I was really hoping to delve into when it
True.
comes to what the recording engineer was doing, I still thought it was really interesting just to see more the general methodology that they did for like the group itself. That was very
see them
interesting.
perform and see them like be like, oh, I messed up.
Sure, and
See
they're
them
also
be more human.
They're also cool guys, man. I like them. It's fun also checking them out in ENHYPEN.
I like ENHYPEN.
Man, ENHYPEN was crazy. The first episode of that, it was just like 90% bribery and like them just trying to like persuade them to give each other like
Please
good points.
give me a point.
And 10% actually taking the task
That was
serious.
funny.
That was really fun.
It was fun.
No, it's enjoyable just seeing them like, you know, record.
Singing.
Yeah.
Being like humans, like,
It's also good that people understand a bit of the process behind it. Just a bit of it.
A bit of it.
Because guys, there's so much more to it. We got
So much.
the original demo.
Yeah.
Then we also have the mixing and the mastering.
That is where the
got-
magic goes, literally. The mixing.
Mixing and mastering can really take a song up to a higher level.
Yeah.
And mixing and mastering engineers do not get enough love
No,
for
man.
everything that they do, especially the mixing engineers. It
Yes.
is crazy.
Especially, it's crazy.
Definitely. But anyways, super interesting video
Yeah.
to check out.
I
I
really like
hope
it.
you guys found sort of some of our input here interesting. And maybe you also learned a bit more about how these types of things go down.
Yeah.
I would love to do way more of this type of content because I'm genuinely super passionate about covering this side of K-pop,
Yeah.
which I sometimes feel like, you know, K-pop fans, a lot of K-pop fans are mega passionate, obviously, about the craft, the idols, everything else, but a lot of them don't know that much about the technicalities behind the
True.
music that is actually enchanting them and making them interested in it in the
Exactly.
first place.
Exactly.
Like, how is this actually happening? Well, that's something that I'd actually love to educate you guys about way more in the future. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because that's definitely coming really soon.
Yes.
If nothing else, thank you so much for watching the video.
Yeah.
It was super cool to do this with you guys.
So good.
Comment down below if you learned anything from you know, this video in general. That would warm our hearts for sure.
You learn from Tio right here.
And you've also learned a lot from me.
I learn every day from you.
Yeah,
He
sometimes.
literally teaches me stuff.
Sometimes I just sit her down and go like, I want to show you something. You're gonna learn right now.
No, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. I really like it because then I can hear it in the earphones and songs. I'm like, oh, this is what is
Yeah.
happening.
Just the other day, I was trying to like show you like really the sound of like the open hi-hats and stuff
Yeah.
like that in an aespa song. And
That
at
was
first you
good.
couldn't hear it
No.
at all in the aespa song. And then I like kept showing you in my program.
Exactly. That
And
was
then
so good.
she suddenly like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
It's so crazy. It's crazy how much you learn.
It's super cool. Nonetheless, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. And lastly, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our ENHYPEN content over there, including albums, live performances,
Dance practices,
N-o'clock,
N
dance
o'clock.
practices, a lot of
much.
different stuff over there. And we're trying to get up new ENHYPEN content every single week. So if you want to see
Yes.
that and also support the channel, then make sure to head on over to Patreon.
Patreon.
Nonetheless, everyone,
Bye bye, guys.
see you on the next one, guys. Bye.
care.
Take care.